Hey everybody, hope everyone's doing well. I'm gonna wait to see if anybody wants to join. This is gonna be a good topic today. To me, I feel like this is actually one of the best topics because it's something that's within your control. So we're gonna talk about again Atomic Habits. And we're up to chapter 7. He has 20 chapters. So every Tuesday, Thursday. So the book should be done in November, hopefully. But I encourage you to pick up the book or just read any book on habits and really figuring it out, or listen to these videos, like them, subscribe, send it to anybody you think it will be helpful for. Comment so I can become better at this, so I can help people and serve. I'm not just doing this for myself, I want to serve as well. My second book is coming out later this year as well. But I'm just gonna start on the topic. First, I like to review what we covered last time. So the last thing we covered was small changes in context can lead to large changes in behavior over time. So the little things really make a big difference. Every habit is initiated by a cue. So we have little things that trigger us to do certain stuff and initiate it in our mind to follow through with this habit. Or we're bored, so we'll scroll on our phone. Things of that nature. Now, make cues of good habits obvious in your environment. So if you want to do the right things, for me, to read more, I have more books around my house. Or to make more phone calls for my businesses, I have business cards all around the house for people to contact. And now my phone has become a resource for me to just use it and contact people 3-4 different ways. And gradually, your habits becomes associated with a single trigger, which is why it's important to figure out and change those cues to trigger what you want. It is easier to build new habits in an environment because you're not always fighting your old ones, right? So actually, I told you that's actually what we're covering today, but it's the same things. These are all talking about habits. That's funny. I kind of messed up. I read the summary for today, but so you know what we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna get more in depth. But it all comes back to cues anyway, right? And we all got to work on our cues, and we're working on the first law, which is about making it obvious. So they say motivation is overrated. And they had this experiment where they had in a doctor's office. Environment often matters most. So they wanted to see what people would drink more, soda or water. And with soda, it dropped by 11.4%, and bottled water increased by 25.8% by them strategically shifting where they put these products. So if you look here, the water is the gray. So in the first one, there's only waters on the end. But on the second, it's in the gray part. So because they had it more frequently all over, they were able to create an environment for success. Right? People often choose products not because of what they want and what they are, but because of where they are. If my books and motivation wasn't all around me, I have a whole bunch of vision boards, I don't think I'd be working this hard for my dreams. Right? I just keep everything in front of my eyes. The most common form of change is not internal, but external. We are changed by the world around us. We all know that. Think about how we grew up. Everybody's felt that, right? Nature versus nurture. We could have this inner strength within us, but it's harder to use that strength and have that willpower all the time. We get overcome. So say you wanted to stop smoking, but you're around people that smoke. It's very hard to stop. You want to stop drinking, but you're hanging out with drinkers. You want to go to the gym, but you're hanging out with drinkers and smokers, right? If you're hanging out with the gym people, you're more likely to go to the gym or work out. So that's pretty much, be careful of what you surround yourself by. And this is a great comment they said. The most powerful of all human sensory abilities, however, is vision. The human body has 11 million sensory receptors. 11 million. And 10 million of those receptors are visual. That's wild to me. Visual cues are the greatest catalyst for our behavior. A small change in what you can see lead to a big shift in what you do. Just for example, like I stopped eating bread. I probably had bread maybe 2-3 times in the last 2 months. And how I stopped eating bread. Good afternoon. What's up, Funny G? Funny G, so Brooklyn. You know who that is, right, babe? That? You're funny. That's Jasmine's boyfriend. Shouting you out. Yeah, so visual cues are the greatest thing. For me to stop eating bread, like I said, I put it in the bread pan, I hid it. If it's in my fridge, it's on the lowest shelf. For me, my business cards are all over so I could contact people. I actually took Instagram off my home screen page so I don't go on it for no reason. If I go on it, it's to contact people or put up a video and things like that, right? So I just switched my habits and I made it not obvious and then I made it obvious.
Just saying hi. I want to give my husband more views. Love you guys.
I don't know why she did that. But I'll take them more views though. So a small change in what you see can lead to a big shift in what you do. As a result, you can imagine how important it is to live and work in environments that are filled with productive cues and devoid of unproductive ones. For me, I don't sit on the couch because sometimes it forms bad habits for me. The only way I'll sit on the couch is if I have a book in my hand and not my phone. If I go on my phone, I may do nonsense. I have my computer set up where I could use it to contact people. I just have a whole bunch of ways that I put positive things in my area. I have books right behind this iPad. I have books here. I have books in my room. I have 7 different vision boards. And I know Funny G could comment on that because he's been in the house. You know, even fruit. To be honest, we have apples and stuff outside. My wife cut it up and put it in front of me, so I ate it. Right? And we hid the other stuff that are not helpful. So I would just say, to end it off, environment is the most important thing, and it's something that's in our control. If you want to stop eating bread, if you want to work out, hide the bread. Put weights in your way, put your sneakers there with your socks, your jump rope, whatever it is, and really start tricking your mind on how to follow through on the habits you want. Create the environment for success, right? I love you all. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon.